Hi folks, and welcome back to another shaving video. Today we're going to shave like an Australian. But before we do that, we're going to have our shavers, which is Irish coffee. That's good. Back to the basics. I make Irish coffee with 1 teaspoon of brown sugar, a shot or so of Jameson, coffee, and heavy or whipped cream. So very simple recipe for a great shaverage. Now, today I say we're shaving like an Australian because we're using the items that were sent to me by Paul Sordello and Con from Shave the Man, who are great guys. And this is Occam's, which is an Australian brand. Occam's, this is a crushed lime shaving cream, which smells great. And I also have a pre-shave bar from Occam's, which they sent me. Occam's rarely use pre-shave bars, but today I'm going to go ahead and use it. And I've already washed my face with the pre-shave bar, but one of the other things that I do is when I use a pre-shave bar, which is hardly ever, I'll just get the bar, just sort of rub it against the grain on my face, just to sort of let the whiskers pick up some of that pre-shave soap, and it will be used sort of a lather supplement and will also help with slickness and, you know, all the rest of it. I just leave it there, just like that. And if you hear some rumbling on the floor, that's Leroy Jenkins doing his thing. He's playing with something down there, so there are no demons in my shaved in as of now anyway. All right, this video might be a little longer than usual because I really want to show off these nice Australian products, and I'm just going to load this brush from the cream that was on the cap of the shaving cream here. And this is, I believe, a silver tip brush, nice and soft. I've soaked it already. Normally I don't soak my brushes because I use synthetic 95% of the time, but today is a rare exception, thanks to Con and Paul Sordello. And I'm also going to show you a technique today, which I've seen Nick Shaves and Matt Gerges, who is known as the wet shaving advocate, I believe, on YouTube, does great videos. I'm going to show you a technique that they use at the end of their shave, so stay tuned for that. It's a really good technique, and I'm not saying they invented it, but I'm going to call it the Nick Shaves / Gerges method. And certainly they're probably not the first ones to ever do it, but they're the ones who I see do it regularly, and so I attribute it to them. All right, this crushed lime smells great, by the way. If you're a fan of lime, this is good. It's on sale or is sold in the USA by Maggard Razors. All right, wet my face and let's get going. Let's see what kind of lather we can get out of this Occam's crushed lime. It smells really nice, I can tell you that right now. And if my lather is less than stellar, which I don't expect, but if it is, I'm going to blame it on the fact that I rarely use Badger brushes anymore. Looks like it's going to be fine. This is not super thick, but I can tell right now that it's slick and it's going to be more than you know, adequate. The volume is certainly there. Oh, love the way this smells. It's been a while since I've used a Badger, so I'm definitely rusty. I got to tell you, I find synthetics so easy to lather with, you know. And whatever you get used to is really what you prefer. It's not that synthetics are better. There are advantages, but it doesn't make them better. It just makes them nicer for those who have that preference, that's all. But the Plasan is the brush of the gods. Well, this is a nice lather. There's a lot of it. It's going up my nose. Smells great. Whoa, I'm over lathering at this point. All right, and today we're also going to use on video for the first time the Phoenix. Yesterday I used this, but it was with an older blade, day 3 of Derby, so got a new feather in here, and we're going to fly with the Phoenix today and see how that goes. And I got to tell you, even though the blade was pushed to the limit yesterday, I really enjoyed this Phoenix razor. It is a double OC design, as we discussed yesterday, which is pretty cool. I would definitely call it non-threatening, meaning I don't think it's a razor that you have to worry so much cutting yourself with. Now, I have a little, what looks to be a cut there, but that's actually a spot that I shaved over and clipped, so it's not fault of the razor at all. And again, this is a fresh feather blade here, so I think I'm going to enjoy this razor. It's got a short handle, but it's very balanced. And the design on it, you know, that double OC is very, very cool. So, pass one, no problems, no bubbles, no troubles, as I like to say. Plenty of lather. Let's rinse our face and go for pass two. Look at that lather, just, it's all over the place. I need to actually grab some of that. That's me and my lack of continue on with Badger. You know, if you stop using Badgers, it is a little bit different from lathering with synthetics, and so sort of have to change your lathering method and technique a little bit. But I have to say, there's no problem at all lathering this Occam's shaving cream. This is a nice cream. Really like the scent. It's not super robust, but it's definitely present. It's really fresh, would be how I would call it, and you definitely don't have any problems lathering. Look at that. Really nice lime for me. All right. Let's go with pass two here, which is across the grain for me. And again, I find the Phoenix to be an intuitive razor. You don't really have to do a lot of searching around this and that way to find the angle. It just sort of, you lay it to your face and go. And that's really nice. I think just from my first two passes, I would call it a mild razor. But I think I'm getting a pretty good shave out of it, so we'll see. And again, that spot there is not due to the razor. I clipped an ingrown hair or pimple or something that I had, so. No knock on the Phoenix whatsoever. This is a really light razor, so if you're used to using stainless steel, you know it's going to feel different, but doesn't make it any less effective, I don't think. We'll see. Alright, so there is pass two. Again, no bubbles, no trouble, so let's rinse our face and go for our third and final pass. Well, and to clean up, which we'll get to that neck shave Gerges method. Really like this cream. Thank you, Con and Paul. This brush is nice and soft. I didn't mention the brush at all, but got a really nice handle. Of course, I got lather all over it, so you can't see it, but definitely a silver tip because it's nice and soft. It's not best or it doesn't feel like a best quality knot, or definitely not pure. This is certainly feels like a silver tip. I don't think it was labeled and I didn't check, but it's definitely soft. So nice brush. Again, no lathering problems at all with this cream, and it's nice and fresh. I really like the scent on it. Third pass underway. You can hear a little bit of feedback here. Not a tremendous amount, but some. Again, I'm finding this Phoenix to be a smooth shaver. It's mild. It seems pretty smooth, and for the price, which I think was about, I want to say $35, or maybe, I don't know, I'll have to check and then make an annotation here in the video, but I want to say $34.95. Don't hold me to that because I could be wrong. And if so, I'll make an annotation. Really love this double OC design. That's really cool. Yeah. So Shave really, really nice. And let's rinse my face. We're going to come back and show you the Nick Shave / Gerges method. Stand by. All right, so what I've seen Nick Shaves and Mark Gerges, or as the stallion calls him, Mach, do is they'll take the brush and sort of squeeze the lather out of the brush in their non-dominant hand. And then they will sort of feel around on their face. Some people call this the cleanup pass, some people call it, Paul H. calls it pickups. He's going back and looking for just little areas that he didn't get completely smooth. And, you know, by using the soap, you can really, it's slick, and you can really, you're applying soap while at the same time feeling for little spots you may have missed. And, you know, if you're looking for a really close shave, you know, you can do this. I'm feeling some spots that I didn't get super close on. And, you know, again, for beginners, you don't really need to do this. This is just if you really are wanting to get that nice close shave, you got an event or something, or if it's part of your daily routine, you can handle it. But I really love the idea of using the soap, leftover soap, to rub. And, you know, you can really feel the whiskers easier than seeing them. So this is just a great technique. And again, I'm not saying that Nick Shaves and Mark Gerges invented this technique, because they probably did not, but I'm calling it the Nick Shaves / Gerges method. So try that out, guys, if you, when you do that final cleanup pass, those of you who do. And for beginners, you don't really need to do that. Don't push it. But if you really want to try to get that super close shave, put that extra lather in your non-dominant hand and feel around for those whiskers, and then get them with your other hand. Great method. Thank you to Nick Shaves and Matt Gerges for that. All right, I'm going to stop the camera for a minute, rinse off, come back, and we're going to use our aftershave. Stand by. All right, guys, so now we're going to recap the Occam's pre-shave. It was good. For me, there's not much of a discernible difference when I use a pre-shave or not. And what I would say is, if you're struggling and need that extra boost, a thing like a pre-shave bar is probably a good idea. It can definitely help you. The bars, in my opinion, can't really hurt you, so you're not going to do yourself any harm by using a pre-shave bar. Oils, however, can interfere with lather. The bars do not. So if you're struggling, give the pre-shave bar a shot. The cream, I thought was very good. I really like the cream. It's a keeper for me. Thank you, Con and Paul. Great cream, great scent. Provided for an excellent shave. No problem lathering whatsoever. The Phoenix, nice, mild, smooth shaver. Unique design, great knurling for the price. Very nice razor to have in your collection. I really like it, so thumbs up. The Occam's brush, performed very, very nicely. It's a silver tip, it's nice and soft. Now on to the aftershave. I've already used my Thayer's Witch Hazel, and Con sent me Blue Stratos, which I believe was made initially in 1976 by the same company who makes Old Spice. And shake this up a little. To me, this comes off sort of citrusy, fresh. It's a nice scent. Oh yeah, this is really it's got that classic aftershave, like if your dad reminds you of your dad or grandpa or something from back in the 70s. It's a classic, clean, fresh, citrusy, spicy at the same time. Knockout scent for me, because I love some of these old classic scents, and you know, I certainly love citrus. So this Blue Stratos, I believe, is still available on Amazon. I don't think it's the original 1976 version that was made by the same folks who made Old Spice at the time, but it's still good, it's still clean, it's still fresh, and this is one of my favorite scents. I'm going to have to holler at Douglas Smythe, and I've given him about 2 or 3 ideas for scents, and this is going to be another one. Sorry, Douglas. If you're watching, Blue Stratos, you got to make a soap. Sorry. All right. Thank you guys for watching. As always, I'm sorry the video is a little bit longer, but I really wanted to talk about these great products that were gifted to me. And thanks so much, Con, Paul, all the folks from Australia, everyone. but especially you guys that sent these. It's just great, and I really appreciate it. And I've enjoyed using them, and I will continue to use them. So you guys have a great day, have a great shave, and a great shave reach.